claim that I've allowed this process to proceed, but I think there's also some responsibility on you or the city that I didn't have that document initially. And so it is with great reluctance that I have to face this mootness issue. I don't know Mr. Inge from Adam, except for these hearings, or anyone else from the city. But I will tell you from my perspective that their submission on the 31st, Mr. Walsh, on their submission on the 31st, and not having served you, can be categorized either as lack of professionalism, lack of respect for this office and this process, which none of us likes that, because now we've turned it on me and it becomes a position where I'm feeling disrespected, or it is simply a lack of care. In other words, they just don't do their job properly. I don't know which one it is. But I will tell you that the filing of this motion at this point in time, in my opinion, would best be categorized as disingenuous. I am personally offended by the submission. The city knew full well from the time we set the hearing on October 7th, when we were at this location, fully knew that it was going to extend beyond the technical time when the exclusion was entered. I know that's a long speech and it's a long spiel, but I'm going to give you a choice here. I know which way I choose, and I'm going to try to push it, but just take it as from me. And that is, I would like to give you an opportunity to review that document, review it with an attorney if necessary. I can't emphasize enough that I wish you would review it with an attorney, and then come back or resubmit to me a document, or submit to me a document in opposition to the city's filing. That's option number one, is to give you some time to respond. Number two is that I can simply make a decision based on what I have in the record so far. I am, because I've been in this office a long time and I've practiced law a long time, fully aware of generally the concept of mootness and generally the concept of quashing subpoenas. I will tell you that this is not a slam dunk case on the city side. It is not a foregone conclusion that I could not be persuaded that it's not moot, because there may be an issue that is practical to you. And secondly is that I am certainly not convinced, based on what the city has given me, that the motions to quash the subpoena ought to be granted. You're the one, Mr. Walsh, that asked me to look at the charter. They're actually referring back to the charter. I tend to read things fairly literally, and the way I read that section of the charter that's been cited to me, I don't think it supports exactly what Mr. Inge is suggesting that it has. So that's your choice, and I'm not particularly happy. It's not that I was looking forward to having an extended hearing and people going at each other in verbal combat. I would have liked to have had this hearing, but I think I need to give you a chance to respond to this motion, since it was submitted at such a late date, and it is so important, the elements of its claim. Mr. Walsh?